Hello, hello. Hello. Alright, there we go. Started talking for a little bit. Kinda noticed I wasn't actually talking on my stream monitor. And here we are. Oh, hello. Dead sec. How are you doing today? I'm actually pretty late. Toot toot. Toot toot. That's what I think of whenever I see you post toot. It's like, what a freaking weeb, dude. It's magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. Exactly. Actually, no. No. I just think that you're a weeb. But I don't actually think that you're a weeb, but you just post toot toot so much. I think the problem lies within I'm actually a huge weeb. I see weebiness where it doesn't actually exist. How does toot mean weeb? Well, you know, you have the classic kind of meme phrase. Tuturu, which has the word, or at least has the sound toot in it. And thus, if you extrapolate it out through some madman logic, it is now a anime reference. Toot tallow. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Somehow I have connected the two things even though they are not equivalent. Anyways, what I'm going to be working on is actually this thing right here. Because it's going to have to be... Today's stream is going to be a bit shorter. I'm a bit busy. So, since it's going to be a short stream, let's make it kind of quick. Too bad. Yeah. 8-hour stream. Alright, well, since you're the one saying it, only for you. Let's do an 8-hour stream. I think I have done a 6-hour game dev stream before, but that's way in the past. And also because I just had a lot of random time on my hands. Screen plugins. Let's see. You don't have hands? It's okay. You know what they say about not having hands? Big brain. And bigger schlong. Let's see. Okay, some minion fights. Let's see, which one do I want to work on? Stream RPG. I'm probably going to get rid of Stream RPG at some point and replace it with something a bit more, I guess, lightweight. Or maybe I'll just take out the background, if that makes sense, in Stream RPG, so it isn't just like taking up just a huge square. What? What do you mean, what? Did I say something weird? It happens from time to time. You know what? What if I just take out this background? That could work, right? If I just take out the background, yeah. You gotta keep yourself accessible. What? You gotta keep yourself. You gotta keep your counts what? Audible confusion? I thought you were calling me an asshole, but I don't think your count. What? Your count as what? Your counts a syllable. I don't think that's a word, but more power to you. Read it. Yeah, I'm reading it out loud. Maybe I'm missing something. You're self-accountable. Oh. I mean, that's a word, yes. See, that is an actual phrase. Thank you. I'm not usually used to people switching up the beginning and ends of two words. Oh, okay. Let's hydrate. 200 milliliters of the best tap water you'll ever have. Make bean. Sorry. The command doesn't really do anything, but thank you for redeeming it. There's no way for me to refund it. Although, you know what? Let's go into... I think for some of these more custom ones, I think I should just do this. I'm gonna do this off screen so you can't see. View rewards, channel points. Let's see. Custom commands. And then, skip reward request queue. You know what? No. No. You know what? I don't think I will. I think pivot's the only one that shouldn't skip. Oh, and that one, okay. So I can refund you your pivot stuff. Okay. Why off screen? I don't know. Just in case there's something that you shouldn't see, like my stream key. Yeah, but no, I'm not going to make... So as it turns out, you can make certain commands refundable, aka they run into a queue and then I have to like manually approve them. But I'm not gonna do that. Only for pivot. What would I do with a stream key? Ooh. I don't know. Use your imagination. Alright, let's move these positions down. Actually, let's turn this into... Ooh, don't do that. Let's turn this into a no 2D, and then we can just move this entire thing down. Like so. Yeah, something like that. Right? And then I'm actually gonna turn off this thing here. So this is the production build, if you will, the release build. But we can just turn that off. Ooh. We can just turn that off. Drop a few frames as well. And then just run this in debug mode. So we very slowly start connecting. Oh no. You hate to see that. This doesn't look right. And it's because the background is not transparent. So if I wanted to capture this on the overlay, I think I would need to like chroma key the background out, but that's not really a good solution. Let's close that. Let me see. Is there a way for me to do this? So viewport. No, that's just like another viewport. Chroma key layer. Screen scale layer. What is the what is the architecture of this program again? I remember this one works a bit differently from all my other stuff. Screen scale. Oh, it's just a viewport within a viewport. Oh. So because it uses a second viewport, it gets a bit weird. Okay, I remember now. But that's the stats display though, right? So this, oh yeah, so you have this viewport. Transparent background on. Okay, I forgot. Look at that. So now I can just have these guys just kind of floating here, except now it's really hard to read the text. But that's more or less fine, right? Yeah. And then if I send this command, view stats. Okay, then it blocks out the entire, I guess, area there, but that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think this is a much better solution as opposed to just, you know, doing whatever it was I was doing. Okay. Having the background. Yeah. So let's see. Let's go to... Yeah, let's keep working on Stream RPG. So we have a few commands. Well, hold on. Let me think. So if I wanted to have more than one character on screen, how would I do that? So if I created a character per just like chat person, let's see. How would I do this? What do you think? So Stream RPG is what I usually have running in like the bottom left-hand corner. However, if I wanted to incorporate just more chat people, I don't know. Actually, not really sure. I know what minion fights is supposed to be. What if I just create a new one, actually? Get all of this out of here. So, let's create a new folder. And then this is just like chat persona, I guess. Chat. TB chat. Well, so here's an idea. What if I create a thing that works transparently, and you have just like whenever you chat, I guess like a little person of you like spawns on screen and then just kind of wanders around. And then if there's more than one chat person, then they'll just kind of interact on like a more or less a timer and based on collision. That could be kind of interesting. Of course, I'm stealing this idea from a Jitspo. I saw their stream. I was like, oh, I could do that. That makes sense. And then also incorporate the channel points stuff along with that. So chats. Chat minions. There we go, chat minions. As opposed to just minion fights. Oh, I suppose minion fights is almost in the same vein, but minion fights is a different idea that would take up too much of the screen. So let's see. Let's do. So runner.text scene looks like this. You know what? Let's just copy this, I suppose. Create a new control, call it runner. Paste this stuff down here. And then let's mess with the margin container. I don't know. Just one. There we go. Call it runner. Move it to the screen plugins, chat minions. There's our runner. And so we'll have it just kind of stretched out. Okay. Yeah. I like the idea of this. And then we'll create a runner script. Easy. Easy breezy. Cover girl. Yada yada. Okay. So. On ready. Var viewport is equal to the viewport instance. Alright, so that's the runner. That's the main entry point into our application. And by application, I mean like this little plugin. The main screen. I need a better way of doing this, but it's fine. Export var. Let's see. Hello, welcome back, DeadSec. I am still here. I'm sure you already gathered that by now. Chat minions. Alright, so here's the idea. I'm stealing it from another streamer, but I'm shameless like that. So we have, just across the bottom of the screen, you'll have a little character whenever you chat. And they last for about 1 hour. And then they just get yeeted off the screen. So you need to chat in order to keep your character on screen. Because that's really the only way for me to know if you are in chat. I think polling active viewers I think that requires elevated permissions. So this is the next best thing. Instance, load in this thing. Hello. How are you? I'm fine. And you? Scale layer, add child. I don't remember what screen scale layer does. As is the case with a lot of this stuff that is, I wrote this a while ago. But we'll figure it out. Alright, so new 2D scene. We'll call this one chat minions. Chat minions. Not related to minions of the same name. Critical fame. Or global fame, I suppose. Let's see. Yeah, so we can make this, Yeah, let's do something like this. So we have an invisible ground layer. So we'll call this static body. We'll make it a static body. Give it a collision shape, give it a rectangle. So we're building something really quick from scratch because I already have all the data. So it's really easy. Let's give this a camera as well. So this is just the camera. Hello, who are you? Naprion. Hello, Nabilicon. Hello. Hopefully the stream delay has not offended you. Also, you just aimlessly rambling. I am a rubber duck. But I am also just like a Godot developer. Doing whatever a good developer does. Work on open source software. So pretty much everything, yeah, everything I usually run on stream is open source. So this duck character, face tracking renderer thingy, open source on GitHub. This thing that I'm working on right now, a stream overlay that's gamified, also available on GitHub. You can find my GitHub linked in my description below. What's up? What's up? Just working on stream overlay, as previously stated. So, the idea here is that whenever you chat in chat, I'll spawn in a character representing you, and then I can add reward points thingies, as you can see here. So I have actually three reward points for my previous stream overlay thing, but that wasn't very interactive. It was kind of hard to make it work for a lot of chatters. So this one should make more sense, I suppose. But no one but me. There was someone else was hanging out a little while ago. Yes. I'm sorry. That's I guess you don't count. You're no longer a person. It's okay. You can join me here in the void, because I also do not exist in chat. Alright, so chat minions, so that's okay. This exists here under chat minions. We'll add a script to it, real easy. Why don't you make 3D games? I do make 3D games. You can check out a list of games I've worked on these are all Game Jam games, but the last one I did is available here. It is more or less 3D. Oh, that's a formatting bug, but whatever. It's linked to my itch.io. Nightmares and Other True Stories. This one's all in 3D. I would like to go back to it at some points, but I have other things I would like to do. 3D, I think I prefer working in or making games in 3D, but that just takes a lot of time in terms of creating assets. But once you have all the code written, it does make it a lot faster, luckily. Alright, so let me see, valid commands. This is the runner. Let's preload this, so const chat minions. So let's preload this. Preload. Oh, not that. Don't preload that URL, because that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, do make 3D games, but I'm a little short on time. A little short on time today. Oh, I dropped some frames as well, just randomly. Very good. Connection's a bit unstable right now, not really sure what's going on. Yeah, not too much time today. Also started late, so decided let's pivot from what I usually do, which was a gambling game, and let's do a stream overlay upgrade. Banana. Indeed. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. So on load, we'll just create a new chat minions instance. There's a few things I need to add to this, right? So there's all of this stuff. So let's just copy and paste here. Main screen service connect. Okay, so this needs to extend screen plugin. So this is really old code. I'm not sure when I wrote this. I wrote this a little while ago, so I'm trying to remember all the the good stuff. Always a bit hard. Let's see. Okay, this makes sense. So we just do var chat minions, some sort of node 2D, and then here we just construct it. Chat minions. Yeah, it's all more or less the same stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. So on chat and on command. So if it looks like I'm copying code, it's because I am copying code. I'm copying my old code because I don't quite remember how they work. But I know that they do work, and that's the important part. So valid commands, let's see. Valid commands, okay. Const, that's not how you spell const. Const, valid commands. What valid commands would there be? I don't even know. Let's just leave it like that for now. Oh my god, I cannot type anymore. Banyan. Nyan, 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 nyan. I do like the very Spanish N, the enye. Let's see. Okay, let's create some assets really quick. I think I can just steal my own assets as well. So we have the mushroom. That's always a good one. Then oh no, it's licensed to Timothy Yuan. Now people will know my real name. Oh no. Alright, so there's the red mushroom. Okay, cool. Probably don't need this many things, right? So we just need... Let's copy this. Or let me think, actually. Let's resize canvas. And just make it a 3x6. No, 3x2. 3x2. So you just have... let's call it a 3x3. Just make it easy. Resize. Oh, geez. What happened? Alright, there's our 3x3. Save as, and we'll save it into our new place. So chat minions, create assets, like so. There's our red mushroom. Save it there, and then we'll also export. And I'm leaving a part open for just another animation if I have one. I don't currently have one though. Okay. So we can save that. Export. Yeah, just Control Shift E. That should be good enough, and we'll just save it in the same place. Now we have our mushrooms. No background. Yeah, I think this works a lot better. Yeah. I don't know why I thought having a background would make it would make sense. But here we are. So there's our mushroom asset. Should have been imported as a 2D pixel. Yeah, looks like it was imported as a 2D pixel. So let's create our first entity. So that would be, let's just make them all kinematic bodies. So they're all physics enabled but controlled via code. And then, well, actually, would I want them to be controlled via code, or would I just want to offload a lot of that to the physics engine? Yeah, it might make more sense for a rigid body 2D. We'll call this a minion. It's not it's not what you think it is. It's not an actual minion. Please don't judge. Collision shape, add a shape. Capsule shape, or should just be a rectangle? What if I do a capsule shape, right? And then we can lock several parts of the, I guess, the transform. So character, what does character mode do? See mode for possible values. Okay. Alright, so let's see. What if we just don't listen for collision? We only listen for collisions on a second layer. If duck is yes, quack. Unfortunately, duck is no for right now. We ain't about that duck life here. Now my best friend is minion. New physics material? Oh, we don't want this. Just clear this. Just use the default. Isn't there a way for me to lock input? So if I go into, let's look up the documentation for rigid body 2D. I'm gonna look at the mode, right? Mode, character, but the body cannot rotate. Oh, okay, that's fine. We have, yeah, if we just put it into character mode, that makes sense. So save, this is now just a minion. Create a new folder, entities, save there. Okay. So here we'll just have to have some sort of spawner. So let's see, spawn positions. Oh, you know what? We can just use a path 2D along with a path follow 2D. And let's draw a path, a valid spawn path. Oh, you know what? We should also have node 2D, call this walls. So this is like, you know, the floor wall. My favorite kind of wall, the floor. This is the left wall. And we'll just kind of rotate it like so. Look at that. It's a 90 IQ genius. Right? Actually, let's just do this. Alright, cool. So you cannot leave the screen. Oh, baby. And it's a bit wasteful with the collision, but who cares? So those are our walls. Let's add our spawn positions. So I don't know. I'd say like here to here. Here, here, and then we'll close it off. Close curve. It is beautiful. That's more or less a box. Not the cleanest box, but you know. Oh, don't do this. How do you modify? This is modify? Select points. Ah. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll just have this path follow 2D. So we'll store that. So this is the chat minion scripts. Yes. It's on ready var spawn path spawn path follow already bar. So the idea here is that we can spawn in new chats, whatevers, anywhere on the path. Very simple. Path follow 2D is equal to spawn path follow. Yeah, there we go. And so, chat minions in the runner. This is the most important one. Actually, on chats, I don't think I have, yeah, I don't pass along the chat name, but I can do that. So let's see. Hold on. I just realized I'm missing several things I usually have on my props. So don't mind me. I'm just doing a thing all the way over here. Documents. Yes. Looking good. Throw this, slap this into the background. It is beautiful. There we go. That's my favorite parts about the face tracker. So let's add a sprite to this as well. And then we should just have a default texture, but we can always load this kind of stuff in at runtime. And that's the idea, is that you'll be randomly assigned I guess a sprite. So basically one of these at runtime. And it's super simple. Oh, jeez. Okay. So let's create a default character. So you should hopefully never see the default character, because it should always be overridden by the time it gets to, gets to you. So we'll just kind of, this is the Pokemon default missing sprites. So if you hatch a bad egg, this is what it usually looks like in Gen 3. I know this because this has happened to me before. There we go. One of these things is not like the other. And then when it moves, we'll just do just kind of scooch the bottom over over to one side. Oh, jeez. God, I've been having to make more assets on stream recently, and I'm not. Ugh. I'm bad at art. Let's see. Although I suppose the more that I make assets, the better that they'll turn out eventually. Right, because then you get more and more used to making assets, blah blah blah. But you know, I wish I didn't have to. Alright, so let's color this in. I think actually it'd be easier for me to visualize this if I just do this in a really garish color, and then I can fill this in after the fact. Yeah. So just... Yeah, because that's what the fill tool is for. Oh baby. So we'll make it super garish, and then we'll just use the paint bucket. So go back to here, fill, boom, boom. Oh, he's done it. How does he come up with such ideas? Okay. And then fill in this part. So yeah, this is the default chat character. So you have two stances. You have just standing still, which is the top 3. And then we'll just kind of slowly rotate. We'll kind of not rotate, but we'll animate through these 3 frames. And then when you move, we'll use the second row, these ones here. Color this in. Kind of looks like an 8-ball, actually. You know, is this a good idea to do this on stream? Ask again later. Will I ever become rich and famous off of this? Maybe. Thank you, Magic 8-ball. Will you ever love me, Magic 8-ball? No. Fair enough. Alright, so this is, we'll call this default. Default minion. And then just export as the default minion. There we go. So we have our default minion, so we'll load it in here. So we go to screens, chat minions. Let's add a save for that. Assets. Look at that. It's an animation. It's a 3x3. Looking pretty good. And actually, since most of these actually take up, I think they take up, it doesn't really matter. Let's move the collision object, I guess, slightly more up. So do these, it doesn't really matter. Let's move it slightly, let's move it slightly up. Something like that. Yeah, okay. This will work, and I guess just some things will kind of float a little bit, but that's fine. Since there isn't really like a floor anyways. Or do you think I should go back and like move all of these onto the bottom of the frame? As well as move all of these to the bottom of the frame so that I can more reliably, you know, do stuff. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I think this makes more sense. So let's modify this. Ooh. Modify this. No. We should do this one first. So move these all down a little bit. Move this down. This is pixel sacrilege. Should probably not do this, but we're gonna do it anyways. Okay, there we go. Just gonna move this until, yeah, until it fits. I think this makes more sense. Yeah, since I'm gonna be randomly assigning one of these to a chat participants. Let's see. There we go. So save, overwrite without asking, and then we'll do the same thing for this. So layer 0, I think we have just everything. Select, Control A, move you all down a little bit. Oh geez. Move you all down. I think this is pretty good for a lot of these, and I'll just need to fudge this a little bit. Grab up. And then move these up by 1 pixel. Actually, it's amazing how close I was on all of these. There we go. Then this one needs to be modified a bit. There we go. And I think these are just 1 pixel too low as well. Wow. Overwrite without asking. So there we go. Oh. What the heck? My duck thing crashed. Weird. Hold on. Good thing I was running it in debug mode, so now I can check. Let's see, app data, roaming, Godot, app user data, OpenCFace, GD. Let's see. File must be hey. File must be opened before use 3 times. Don't really know what happened. Is it possibly because the app config didn't load incorrectly? Ah, yeah. That's it. App config didn't load incorrectly. Just go ahead and break my neck again. There we go. I won't worry too much about it. It is running in debug mode, so there are certain properties that aren't the same. So I'll keep it like that. Okay, but this is fine. So if we go, let me just undo the transform, I guess. So this should be good, because the sprite has not been transformed. Yeah. Wait, what? So this is the base sprite. Actually, I suppose this should be like a circle shape, right? Yeah, okay. Well, circle shape, well, if we're going with circle shape, we might as well just go with square. Yeah, let's just go with a rectangle. And this should be 32 by 32. Yeah. And that'll be the bump range. Because that's actually the tile range here. So this is the default. Yeah. So minion will add an animation player. Haha. And we'll make an idle animation. Is this not... Hey? Is this not 3.4? Yeah, this is 3.4 custom. I compiled this myself. Oh, I thought there was an idle animation. Maybe there isn't. Or maybe it only exists in 3D? Thinking. Oh, create reset tracks, yeah. That's what I want. So 0.6, and then we also want to repeat, so this is... It's a bit too fast, actually. We should do... We can just do it at 0.9, right? So space them out 3 apart. Like so. Yeah, okay, 0.9 is okay. And then we'll just have, well, yeah, I think that works. And then, yeah. And then this will also work for just any sort of new image I load in, as long as all the new images follow the same sprite sheet format. Yeah, this is fine. So let's do 0.4. Did I mess up? Oh, it should be 3. Yeah, this should be 3. 3, 4, 5. Make this 0.9 long. Then we just repeat it. Actually, this one can be a bit shorter, right? So we do 0.6. I thought I had a process, but instead I just ended up doing this like entirely manually. Okay, this works. So this is our minion. We'll drop them in whenever you chat. I still need to update the kind of Twitch chat plugin here. Let's see, Twitch integration extends node, all these good comments and all that. Let's see, so on chat, let me see, on chat data received, so we have a split message. Let me see. Chat data received. Emit signal authenticated, no. Wait. How am I receiving chat data? Oh, okay, add message to chat history. So I have an entire... Why am I storing a chat history locally? I don't remember. I guess I'm just doing it just because. How bizarre. So add message to chat history. And I don't know. I think I might just test this myself. Yeah. Print split message. Yeah, let's just send it. I'm gonna start chatting in my own chat. Hold on. There's no setup function. Chat minions. That's in the runner. Func setup data dictionary. Do a thing. It doesn't matter. Chat minions to the runner. Takes a setup. And setup, the assumption is that you would do a thing. We would do a thing with like save data. So I think for the stream RPG, I actually do, yeah, I actually load in, no, actually, stream RPG, I don't save your data. I'm a liar. Oh, there goes all credibility I had. So hold on, I'm trying to print out this stuff. So I need to grab your name somehow. So if I just type in this, you can see that kind of scroll across the screen. Okay, that's neat. Huh. So in Twitch integration, we split across. So that's 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so okay, so I need to update a few things here. So add message to chat history. I think I need to unlink these two things. Or perhaps add message to chat history. Add message to chat history. Let's see. So what I'm thinking is I want to pass along this. So I'm gonna copy this, throw this into one of these. What is this? Oh, this is... Alright, I need to keep this here. Ignore that. This is media pipe. This is C++ code that I was taking a look at. So that's what that looks like. Although I think this is actually the room, right? Or is this the person? Oh, let's look up documentation. Twitch chat API. Twitch chat API. Chat bots and IRC. Or let's just look at the chat reference. Please don't show my stream key. That would be really uncool. Yeah. Okay, well that's a bot. These are Twitch chat commands. How what's the IRC stuff? So it's just the user? Question mark? Because that's not what I have. Hmm. 4, 2, 1. Yeah, so I don't have these. User. Oh, okay. So that's the channel. Okay, so I can't just pass in this part. I need to parse. Okay, that's kind of tough. User, not user, at user. All right, let's just try to. I guess we should try to parse this part here. So look for. Yeah. Let's look for the exclamation mark and the @ sign, and then just parse whatever's between that. Or actually, we can just parse this part, the first one. So we look for, strip this part and then look for the exclamation mark. Because I don't think your chat name can have an exclamation mark in it, right? Is this true? Or am I able to actually change my name? Can I change my name here? I don't think I can. Or are you able to change your identity in people's chats? I don't remember. Well, that's a split message. What is the split message, by the way? It's a pull string array. Where is this used? Just 2 matches. The definition and then the actual usage. I don't know. Let's do split message 0. It's gonna start yelling at me, which is fair. Probably shouldn't be doing that. But here, we'll do user, which is some sort of string. Like that. So chat message received. We'll pass along the user and the message. So I'll need to update a few things. Otherwise, they'll just completely break. So chat history. What is chat history? So chat history length. Chat history is just a pool string array. That's fine. I don't even remember why I'm doing that, but let's just keep doing it. So if message is length less than 1, then we just early return. That's fair. Oh, and then we should also do var stripped user howlude message substring 1, and I think we want to find index of. No, how do you find the position of a specific character in a string? So string find. Okay. Yeah, so we can find, let's find yeah, okay. Wait, what's ord at? Returns the character code at position. I think what we just want to do is find. Yeah, I think find is fine. Find. Finds the first occurrence of a substring, returns the starting position of the substring. Optionally, the initial search index can be passed. Alright, yeah, so I'm looking for... I'm just looking for the exclamation mark, I guess. So that's the stripped user. And then we want a substring again. So wait, how does substring work? It's from and to. We'll return with argument with length len. Okay. Hold on. There's a good way of doing this. Strips user. Wait, no. We should do. Wait. Find. Like this, maybe? I think this will work. Yeah, because we're not. Yeah, because we're just operating off of the original message, so that's fine. So this will return an index of the first exclamation mark. Yeah. Stripped user, like that. Oh baby. Amazon orders are on the way. You love to see that. So substring 1, so we get rid of the colon. And then we also find the index that this is at. And then substring is length remaining characters from given position. I think we want a substring -1, right? Find this -1. And so we can guarantee it's always there. Yeah. So chat message received. So Twitch integration. Okay, so if I go into H scroll text, right? Chat message received. So this is just the user. Chat message instanced. Let's see. Label text is equal to. Let's do a little bit of string formatting, shall we? OP, no. Is this how you do it? No, this is how you do it. It's C style. Okay. And then pretty much everything else is gonna break, but that's fine, I suppose. We'll just need to remember to fix it at some point, because I'm now changing the API to actually pass along the user as well. So this is the runner. That's fine. I don't know, send it. Wait. Hold on. Don't send it just yet. Hold on. Alright, now we can probably send it. Yeah. Chat message received, so yeah. So if I do this, I should be able to connect. And then if I send something over like this, no. Oh, it's just not gonna send it. Oof. Have an error already. Method expected 1. Oh, okay. Well, I think it's already just sending in the wrong value anyways, from what it looks like. So this is a test. Yeah, that's the wrong value. It's weird though. Why is that sending that there? Let's print out, let's see, the user. So yeah, it should be the 0. That's fine. Yeah, incremental game needs to be updated, so let me do that really quick as well. Not really an incremental game, it's just a chat counter. User string. There we go. I'll run it one more time. Ayo. Ayo. What's good? How are you? Soxy. The name makes me a little uncomfortable. I'm just working on my stream overlay since I don't have too much time to work today. It's me, that Hypno guy. Am I supposed to know? Hypno. Oh, okay. So you just changed your name. I gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, I recognize Hypno. Yeah. So I'm stripping the name wrong whenever it scrolls across on here. Now, how are you doing? Hypno. C# is being a pain in the booty. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. It do be like that sometimes. So this is wrong. Print user, stripped user. So, what you working on then? If I can ask. Are you working on anything fun? Where C# is actually being a pain? I feel like languages like C# and Java, they're really only a pain if you have to deal with a lot of boilerplate. But once you get past the boilerplate, it's actually pretty nice. Those languages are pretty solid, unless you're running into, you know, like a performance bottleneck, and in which it does loop back around to being a pain. It's a console game, like a fantasy game, magic and stuff. Oh, a console game. Ooh. So you're working in Unity then, I'm assuming then? If you're working in C#, probably Unity. By console, I mean terminal. Oh, okay. A terminal game. I've made one of those before. I think that's one of my, yeah. That's basically like the first kind of games I was making with Python. You know, made Battleship or Battleships. At first it was single player, then made it multiplayer, then just kind of abstracted that out to be like an adventure game. Because, you know, Battleship is where it takes place on a grid. Adventure games can also take place on a grid. I don't like Unity because they have an altered version of C#. They don't... What? They don't use an altered version of C#. It's just, it's just, it works differently from how most people use object-oriented languages. It's still regular C#, so you can load in normal C# libraries. It's just it's not really object-oriented in the standard sense. As in, there's no main entry points. But the Godot is the same way. I think once you get over the fact that there's not really a main entry points, it becomes a lot easier to understand. Where the main entry point is usually like your main function or whatever, right? But it is standard C#. Now, if we're talking about their JavaScript, their JavaScripting language, it was or JavaScript derivative. Now that wasn't really JavaScript at all. Mostly like the fact they use console.log. Yeah, but that's like a Unity specific library, right? So why is this message substring? Yeah, I think you don't have to use console.log, right? Like you can just pull in whatever the standard C# print statement is. I don't remember what it is, but I don't do C# all that often. But if you want to print to the Unity console, you have to use their libraries. But if you have some sort of integration, you load in some other library that hooks into the, you know, the Windows command line or whatever, then you can just use the standard print statements. Also, I remember you said that JavaScript is basically just C#. I watched a video on JavaScript, and you were right, they're really similar just for web dev. Well, all these languages are more or less the same, right? JavaScript is interpreted, C# is just-in-time compiled, but basically, in terms of like usage, they're all the same stuff, right? And if you abstract it out even more, you know, Python and GDScript, more or less the same. Syntax is a bit different. You don't have, you know, braces everywhere. So this is what's throwing me for a loop, is whenever you send a message, it's only sending this part. So I need to restart this. Yeah, so once you get really comfortable with one language, that's how I feel about it, is that it's really easy to just drop into another one. As long as they're garbage collected. So C#, garbage collected, JavaScript, garbage collected, Python, garbage collected, Java, regular Java, garbage collected, yada yada. So once you know one, they're all kind of the same. Also, test. Did I not? Huh? So it's not... That's weird. That's weird. Why is this not giving me... thing? So it should be giving me this, right? So what I'm looking for is this exclamation point. This exclamation mark. But for whatever reason, it's not giving me that. So message find exclamation point. I mean, in theory, this is really easy. So we substring 1, so we get rid of the colon. Yes. Alright. Am I crazy? Is this just not giving me... Oh, it's the message. Oh, I'm an idiot. I should not be doing this on the message. I should be doing this on the user. Yeah, I think like out of all programming languages I've worked with, the only one I've had a lot of trouble with using is Ruby. Because Ruby has a lot of weird syntax shortcuts. Oh, there we go. He's done it. Look at that. So now you have your name attached to your message while it scrolls across the screen. I think I figured out a fix for my issue. Just let the player name their attacks. Easy. The best solutions are the simple ones. That's an adage that I've tried to adhere to, right? Because you think about it, right? The more fancy your solution, like the more complicated it'll be to test your solution. Right, so if your solution uses 100% of your brain power, then you will not be able to test your solution and debug it. Because debugging something requires even more brain power. If that makes sense. Alright. So I think this is working. Let's turn this off. So now we're sending all the correct information. So now, here on chat, let's see, chat minion. Well, so what I'm working on is a little screen overlay tool. So previously I used to have this little game that was running in the bottom left-hand corner. There was like single player, but chat users could like send commands, but I couldn't really think of a good way to, I don't know, like make it more interactable. Or even though it was running, it wasn't very, I guess, engaging. So this is the new idea, which is this. So when you chat in Twitch chat, it'll spawn a minion, and they'll, you know, more or less physics enabled, they'll bounce around the bottom of the screen. And then when you talk, it'll, you know, it'll pop up a little speech bubble, and then the little minions can interact with each other, and also it's hooked in with the channel points API. Funk. Let's see. So Funk, just chat. So do a thing. So this is the user. message. Okay. So this is really simple. Just chat minions, chat user message. So we just pass it along from the runner down to here. So user. Yeah, so we should have a var active users. So it'll be a dictionary of string. So string usernames to just like minions. Kinda hate that I'm calling them minions, but it is what it is. So this is minion, some sort of resource, and let's preload it. There we go. So whenever we receive a chat message, I'll drop in a, no, we'll check to see if you are already in active users, and if not, we'll drop in a minion. And then every now and then we'll just kind of like do a survival check, I guess. Like, are you still here? Speak now or forever hold your peace, etc., etc. Actually, we can do this, right? We can just have a node. Doesn't even need to be a node 2D. It can just be like a regular node. Or actually, it might be fun if we make it a node 2D, so we can have like a chat command which is like bounce the minion box. Could be fun. Okay, this did not work. Oof. Feels bad, man. Actually, this just makes more sense as a node. So what's the thing that you're trying to do then? Right. Your issue is that something to do with attacks. Let's try to puzzle it out. It's, you know, surprisingly, it's difficult to have two, like basically three different separate trains of thought going on at once. Trying to figure out what you're doing, trying to figure out what I'm doing as well, and also trying to keep a constant flow of conversation. Make an if statement when the player calls to use an attack, can't convert string to bool. Yeah, that makes sense. So you're trying to do some sort of true or false check with a string? That doesn't sound right. Is it possible you're sending in the wrong parameter? Possibly in the wrong position? You know? Using the debugger as your friend. I'm assuming that you have a debugger set up. You know, those are the easy ones, right? The hard ones is when everything works, there's no syntax errors, but still doesn't work. All right, so let's not do this. Let's not maintain a dictionary of active minions, active users. Let's just do this. Var active minions on ready var. Just a node. You have a debugger, of course. Oh, there we go. Easy mode. Just step through it. See, this is actually one of the few times that you, like, what I'm doing right now, it's hard to use a debugger since I have a few things running. Basically running on a thread. And so the debugger gets really confused since it can't actually debug the background threads. And that's a limitation of Godot 3, I think. Let's see, we'll do active minions. So we'll do a check for, so we'll name each minion after the chat user, which will just make it really easy. So var existing minion is some sort of node2d at the very least, and then we'll do active minions get node or null user. So if existing minion, then we'll do a thing. Otherwise, we'll create a new minion node2d equal to, and dot instance, change the name, new minion dot name is equal to user. And then active minions, we'll just add the we'll add it as a child here. Let's call deferred add child. New minion. And then I think we can also just yield, right? So we'll yield new minion ready. Right. So we call deferred because sometimes it does take a little bit for the minion to be added to the scene. And so these are all kind of async. So this works in async, and then we would just wait until this is actually ready to go. So it's basically like two waits, or two, I don't know. Is that just await commands? That's how it is in JavaScript. Forget. I write code in too many languages. They all blend together at this point. So this is our minion. Oh, there's no script. Alright, so let's have just a function that says say message. There we go. And then we'll just call this easy. I like this API. So we yield, and then we do new minion say message. There we go. It is beautiful. I love it. Existing minion say message. Okay, I like this, right? And so the beauty of this API, right? So instead of maintaining my own dictionary with their own lifespan and all that, now each chat object is just part of the scene tree. And of course this will get really gross. It doesn't really scale up too well, but that's fine for now. Since I have a very small chat. I don't like the way I said that. But yeah. It does make processing a lot more simple. And also, we can have just a counter here. So this is like a lifetime counter. So var lifetime. And we'll set it equal to... What's 1 hour? 60 seconds. So that's 1 minute, 10 minutes, 60 minutes. Or is that? No, that's 6 minutes. 60 minutes. There we go. Right, so let's do const initial lifetime. Float 36000. Initial lifetime. There we go. And so whenever you say something, we will also reset your lifetime. Oh baby. And then if your lifetime ever runs out, then we just queue for you. Easy. So physics. Yeah, I think this should be physics process, since I am just handling a bunch of stuff on fixed frame timers. Don't want to run this as fast as possible. We'll do lifetime minus equals delta. There we go. So if lifetime is less than or equal to 0, self.queue free. Oh, and then we can also do this. Self.queue free and then return. Early return, don't do anything else in physics process. There we go. Then also, you can have a handle onto the sprite bar sprites, some sort of sprites, and then we do a get node, shorthand, grab the sprite, modulate it, sprite modulate dot a. I think that'll work. I kind of want to make a Discord bot in C# because technically it can be done in nearly any language. Yeah. As long as that language has access to a WebSocket. Like I have a Discord bot running in Golang. And I want to extend it to also connect to Twitch chat as well. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, but as long as the language you choose has a WebSocket library, you should be good. Actually, I think it could be done in any Turing complete language, yeah. I've done one in JavaScript, oh baby. Yeah. I've done one in Python, Golang, and Rust. Golang, I just went with Golang just because it felt faster. Made me feel better about myself. Alright, so let's do is equal to, so the alpha, the transparency is equal to your lifetime divided by the initial lifetime. It's called duckbot. Sent pictures of a duck every 5 or so minutes. Oh baby, I'm flattered. You're sending pictures of my brethren. Interval was customizable, I think. Hey, if you want to check out my implementation of a bot, it does spam mitigation. So if you start spamming a message or talk too fast, you will just get banned from the server. That's open source. It's available on my GitHub under the name fpbot. All one word, no spaces. And it's running on my Discord if you want to check it out. You don't have to. I would be flattered if you did, though. Yeah, I think writing bots is actually a good way to learn more about a language, because the scope of what it can do is very limited. However, the amounts of processing that you can do is nearly endless, right? Like you can write chat games in the bot. I'd give a warning like, hey, stop, something like it's noticed. Yeah, I do that. I think, let me see if I can, actually I can't trigger my own bot because I'm allowed to spam my own Discord. How does this work? I've completely forgotten how fpbot works. Let's see. It's in Discord. Anti-spam. Handle spam. Don't ban ourselves. Or yeah, don't ban the bot. The bot can spam. I can spam. I'll be a test subject. Discord. Oh no, I don't have a Twitch chat bot running just yet. So the idea is actually, so I'm running this bot on just like a remote server. I don't even have it running on my own machine. which means I can also multicast it to hook into Twitch chat eventually. But let's see. Yeah, it's one of these. You are 2 strikes away from being banned for spam, and then I, reset your strikes after X amount of time. I forget what it is. Is it the sometimes you win bot? It is. Are you in my Discord? Oh, hello. You are in my Discord. There we go. It works just like a terminal application. So all the commands work like that. So check that out. How fun. There used to be games as well, but now you just have, I think the joke API works. Yeah, there we go. So it's just like a terminal application. So yeah, I think it's a good exercise if you're looking to do it. I would highly recommend it. Why is it talking like this? Just so the formatting doesn't get messed up, right? So sometimes it can talk like that, sometimes it doesn't. But also, I mean, talking like that, that's like it's the robot voice. They talk like this, and that's how you get bots to talk like this. But yeah. It's more for just formatting, so I don't have to worry about formatting. If you do the triple tildes, it will respect your formatting, which is always nice. Anyways, I'm not looking at Discord anywhere. Alright, so these are your minions. And then whenever you say something, yeah. So this is what the minion looks like. So we can add a label. Do we want to add a label? Yeah, let's add a label. And we can censor align the text. What's the thing that I'm thinking of? Let's guess what I'm thinking of, because I'm not actually thinking of anything. But yeah, welcome to the Discord, etc., etc. Feel free to play with the bot or look at the code. It's all open source. So if I want the label to appear right above the player and also be, well, we can just do this. We'll just hard code it more or less, right? Probably shouldn't hard code it. Let me think. What's a good way to do chat bubbles? Auto wrap. Yeah, let's auto wrap it. Why not? Well, if we do... I'm trying to think, right? So if we do custom styles, new style box, flat. Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fine, right? We can do a dark gray style box, give it a little bit of cornering. So we'll give it 10, 10, 10, 10. And then content margin, also 10, 10, 10, 10. Look at that, it's beautiful. We can mess with the size of it as well. Yeah. Yeah. So this is like chat bubble. turn down the opacity just a little bit so it's not super annoying. There we go. And there we go, yeah. I think that's okay. So when you say something, the chat bubble will pop up for a little bit. So onReady var chat bubble, which is just a label. Chat bubble. And so it starts not visible. Yeah, and let's grab, or let's just add a timer as well. Say timer. And then onReady var say timer. Some sort of timer is equal to say timer. There we go. So add a new const. This is say duration. So we want it to pop up. We'll save like 5 seconds. That's nice and round. Nice round 5. Which, you know, doesn't make a lot of sense until you think about it, right? So considering that we do all of our numbers in base 10, it actually is more or less like a round number, because 5 is half of 10. So divide by 2. And then you get, if you divide by 2, you get half. Multiply by 2, you get back to essentially 1, if you think about it. If you don't think about it too hard. It makes sense in my head, but now that I keep reiterating the points, it's making less and less sense. So on say timer timeout, some sort of void function. We'll do chat bubble, chat bubble, visible is equal to false. Bublé, exactly. Michael Bublé. I'm glad that you are also familiar with acclaimed singer and pianist Michael Bublé. I think, doesn't Michael Bublé have a few piano albums? I don't remember actually. Christmas Guy? Oh baby. I can't believe I was able to pull that out of my, just out of nowhere. Out of the old brain sockets. How does he do it? Even I don't know. Alright, so what's the chat, or the say timer. Say timer, start, what a magic man. Exactly. I mean, if you, this is more or less magic if you think about it, right? Just being able to make whatever you want in a visual editor, and then it just happens. That's magic if I've ever seen it. So one shot, don't auto start. Okay. Do you think this is enough for just like to test? Is this running? I don't think this is actually running. Hold on. Main screen. Chat minions. I guess it might be. I don't know, send it. It might break. Just wait for it. Test. Oh no, he just falls to the floor. Alright. Don't feel obligated to test. He just falls through the floor because the spawning is broken. Right. So, okay, so I need to generate a I need to generate a spawn path. So let's see. Spawn at Wait. Probably here, right? So we need to get a random value from wherever. So we'll do... Glad I used an entire spreadsheet to map out the powers of 4 powers. Spreadsheets. You know, spreadsheets, if you think about it, spreadsheets is like visual data modeling, almost. So does that mean that your average business person is a programmer because they're modeling data, or are they more of a data scientist? Or is that what people mean when they say that they're a data analyst, is that they just work in spreadsheets all day? And if you really think about it, spreadsheets are annoying. Actually, I don't know. I think that's just one of the things you gotta get used to when you work. So everyone loves spreadsheets for whatever reason, because they don't have any other tools. You know, when all you got is a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail. Or when all you've got is Excel, everything starts to look like hell. I don't know. There was a pun in mind, but then I decided it was a bad pun, and then just went for the rhyme instead. I apologize. So spawn, path, follow. Bars. Yeah, we spit in bars. Oh. But only sometimes. Programming and then trying to come up with rhymes at the same time is harder than you think. Random range from... Actually, what is random F, right? What does this give me? From 0 to 1. We spit in bars out at twitch.tv team you win. Heck yeah. No, I think if you want me to spit bars, I need to stop programming, but coming up with rhymes is too hard. I'm not much of a... I ain't a rapper though. More just like a regular vocalist. Because I have played a few sets before. And let me tell you, the first set, that was a bad time. Oh, I'm not really a vocalist, I'm more of an instrumentalist that just also is able to hold a pitch. My dream as a 6-year-old is become a very famous rapper. Did you come up with that on the crapper? And when you told your mom, when you said to her you wanted to be a rapper, she was like, son, you look like someone who's about to meet the slapper. I apologize. I knew what the first word I wanted to say was, and I knew what the last word I wanted to say, which is rapper and slapper. I just kind of bumbled along until to build that narrative. My mom did beat me when I said I'm a rapper. Oh baby. Ooh. Alright, so when I adjust this... Okay, so we have a position, so we can do a new minion dot global... It's not global position, it's just regular position is equal to spawn path follow. That's unfortunate. I do not condone child beatings, especially for something as minor as just saying that you want to be a rapper. Although, I mean, did it work? Did you still want to become a rapper after that beating? Or is that a bad memory that you have shut out of your mind? I know for some people it's like that. It worked. Oh, there we go. If it's horrible and it works, is it still horrible? Thinking. Oh? Where are we? Here. Wait a minute. Oh, I saw the person drop in the bottom there. That's good. I think something's wrong with the runner. And the big thing at the time was for rappers was they all rapped about drugs and stuff, and she didn't want me to get into that stuff. That's why she beat me. Well, I suppose I can see. I can see what your mom may or have been angry about. However, I don't know. That seems like kind of a small overreaction, but I'm not a parent. I don't know. And I feel like for a lot of kids, like once you give them freedom to do that kind of stuff anyways, they just, you know, go absolutely buck wild. So the effectiveness of just beating your kids to have them not do certain stuff is debatable at best. Alright, let's see. We're loaded in. We're gonna hit it with a test again. So nothing is dropping in. You know, where are we dropping, boys? Why isn't this working? Oh, there we go. Look at that. So, for some reason, you've dropped in. So let me rethink my decisions and reword my sentence. I was 6 though. Oh, very good. So why aren't you falling all the way down? Can I change this? Visible collision shapes? No? I think I probably had to reload. You know, nice 8-ball, by the way. Yeah, when I was 6, I don't know, I actually don't really have any memories of when I was 6, so I shouldn't say anything. Try setting the fall height down to something lower. Well, see, that's the thing, is that the fall height should be this. And so it should be displaying like this, right? So it should take up the entire screen, but it's not. So for some reason, it's not falling all the way down. Huh. What game is this? Oh, hello. Rogue Knight. This is, I'm just working on a stream overlay. Because it's nice and easy. And it's something I usually have up. It's not actually running right now, though. But let's see. Something is weird here. So I have visible collision shapes on. Oh. Oh. In Godot? Yes. I write everything in Godot since I'm just an absolute degenerate who doesn't want to learn UI libraries and other things. I do know a few UI libraries for Rust, but that's new? Is it? Not really. I use I think the previous iteration of my little stream overlay was also in Godot. Yeah, you can find that code over at in my GitHub. It's called Friendly Potato Stream. Part of my kind of Friendly Potato collection. I was trying my hand in Qt with C++ recently. Oof. Qt? Qt is kind of weird. I've done Qt a little bit in I think it was Java. I was using the Java bindings. Not a huge fan. But then again, I don't usually do graphical applications in Java. So why is this displaying like this? This is so weird. What is goth on your GitHub? That is Godot test harness. Or it's pretty much whatever you want to fill in for GO. I just I liked the acronym goth and came up with the backronym afterwards. I like goth girls. Ooh. Huh. So I wonder why this is displaying so strangely. So runner. Oh, am I not adding the thing to the viewport? No. That should be fine. Who, that is so PogChamp. Yo, Pog, dude. Wait, are we talking about goth girls, or did I say something else in that that intervening time? This has been happening more and more, where I'll say something, but I don't really remember what I said. You said uwu? Oh. Uwu? By the way. Or owo. Owo notices your bulge. Not a furry, by the way. Huh. Oh, you know what? Is that this is he's didn't make the camera current. Oh well. Alright, so I think, yeah, so I loaded this with visible collision shapes. You can't see it anymore because they're right outside the view of the camera. So if you do something like this, and I think we're loaded. Yeah. There we go. So you just kind of fall here at the very bottom of the screen. And then the hope is that we'll, they'll move around and interact with, I guess, the other things. But right now they all just spawn in as the default model. It's very boring as it goes. Yeah, there we go. And actually, we can do this as well. It doesn't even need to be in a margin container, but we'll... Yeah, we actually don't need margins, right? Well, let's keep the margins. It shouldn't be cutting it off at the very bottom, though. I'm not sure what's going on with that. Let's try it one more time. Nah, now I'm thinking about it. Let's actually try it one more time and not cut it off. So, test. Yeah, so you can see here, it kind of falls down below the viewable area, which is weird. So what's going on with that? One sec. Oh, he's done it. I've recently replaced my thermostat with a Nest. Pretty neat. Was also terrified at the time because my HVAC system is wired up slightly differently. Apparently non-standard according to the AC guy. How it come out. Alright. Let's see. Let's just add nice round. Wait. What am I doing? Do this, yeah. So let's just do a nice round 430, like that, and then these should also be something like this. Just manually adjust them, it doesn't really matter. And so now when I run it, yeah, now you can see the collision shapes on screen. So that's kind of a built-in margin. Yeah, okay. Nice. Alright, probably don't want to do that too often. So I don't, like, slam the Twitch servers. It doesn't appear to be... Well, it's kind of hard for me to tell, right? Since the random number seed is not being randomized, I think. It might be. I have no idea. Or is it just called randomize? Okay. Alright, one more time. It's okay if I connect and reconnect a few times. That's to be expected. Okay, now it's more random. Neat. So right now it's just the 8-ball, but of course it's all customizable. I do like how it does show the contacts as well. So is this what I want though? Do I want to use a rigid body 2D for this, or do I want to use a kinematic body? I think kinematic body might make more sense. Maybe. Or is it, I can bounce it? Unpopular opinion, Python is bad in a lot of aspects. I think it depends on what you define as bad. I think if you define bad as in being slow, then yes, that is a very popular opinion. I think if you think Python is bad in terms of readability, then yes, that is well, actually, that's not really a bad, that's not an unpopular opinion depending on which generation of programmers that you're talking to. Right? Like a lot of the people I work with, they're in their 40s or 50s. They absolutely hate Python. Right, because they grew up learning like C and C++. The errors are very vague, and a lot of text editors and IDEs don't even share what the errors are. It depends. Which IDE are we talking about? I think PyCharm is pretty good about it. Because PyCharm handles a lot of the linting for you. Whereas if you use like VS Code, you need to have the language server set up in a certain way. PyCharm is dedicated to Python. This is true. Yeah. I mean, Python is, PyCharm is, if you're writing a Python project that's greater than, say 300 lines, then that's what PyCharm is good for. But yeah, I mean, if you're not writing a big project in Python, then yeah, you're probably just going to be writing a tiny script. And you don't really need to have, like, really powerful IDE capabilities anyways. It's a more Spartan way of programming. Who in their right mind would write a big project in VS Code? Definitely not me. Hello, Leonard. How are you? Every professional I've run into. Well, I think that's the nice thing about VS Code is that VS Code is kind of whatever you want it to be. So I think that's okay. I feel like I recognize your name, but I have no idea. Yeah, I mean, like the IDE that I get to use at work for Python, and not even Python 3, it's Python 2, Python 2.7, it's a little program called Vim. You might be familiar with it. It's not even an IDE. I've been here before, but I lurk more than I chat. That's fair. Working on getting ready for a weekly game jam tomorrow. Ooh, a game jam. How tasty. Huh, get it? It's a pun because it has jam in the name. Oh, anyways. Which game jam is it? Is it just the weekly game jam? I know there's one that's called like mini jam or something like that. I participated once in that. Yeah, weekly game jam. Oh baby, I guessed it right the first time. So this is our move timer. Let's connect it to func on move timer. Timeout. Yeah, I don't really do game jams anymore because I feel like I have enough tooling set up from game jams that I can start working on real stuff. Because I think the nice thing about game jams is it forces you to, you know, make something that works, and so you create a lot of tools, a lot of code that can be reused during that jam, which is neat. Generate new action. Build a GitHub action to upload, export, and upload, export, and upload my game to itch. I've only done one jam before this. Oh, GitHub action. I should really learn how to do GitHub actions. I think I just do all my my jam stuff manually. And you can find that there. You can find my itch link in my... That sounds wrong. My itch.io link in my description. You can find my itchy link in my description. Generate new action. Actually, it might be nice to have this. Also, you can just do this like that. Yeah. So maybe make a chat command. So what I'm doing is this is a Twitch overlay. So it's hooked into Twitch chat. It's also hooked into the channel point reward system. So I had something going before, but this one is a bit more interactive since you'll have your own character to move around and stuff. So generate new action. Yeah, I think that's fine. Are my brother and my wife testing my game? If I have an itch as I update, they can get to it easier. Welcome back, Soxy. Nice. Yeah, last time I was here, you were adding objects to your avatar. Oh, that's what I was working on, which is also written in Godot. Yeah, I have updated this program, but it's currently really glitchy right now. I'm gonna blame the fact that I'm using the 3.4 beta, but hard to say. Hard to say. Well, command some sort of string. Just set it as an empty string for now. Blame the fact you use Godot. I mean, I think Godot definitely has its shortcomings. Like, for example, it does force you to structure your projects in a certain way. But I mean, that's kind of the same way with all game engines, is that they're more or less opinionated on how you should do things, right? I think a lot of the time you can blame things on, you know, just your own code, right? That's what I like about programming, is that, in general, is that 99.99% of the time, the computer will not lie to you. It will just do exactly as you tell it. And then that 0.01% of the time, it's like your RAM flipped a bit or something. Not in Unity. Don't have the structure. Unity, you do have the structure. You have to use their prefab system. You have to do it. You have to work around their prefabs, which does encourage a certain way of structuring your program. And also, you know, you can attach scripts. Yeah, actually, I guess attaching scripts is almost the same way as in Godot. But you do need to structure your program while making heavy use of prefabs. I suppose you don't have to make heavy use of prefabs, and you can just have everything stored in a script on each scene, and then generate game objects from there. But that's just bizarre. But I think in Unity you're not allowed to nest prefabs inside of each other, which I don't like. Whereas Godot, you can nest scenes inside of each other. So, but then you cannot go against the scene hierarchy in Godot. Whereas Unity, it's that would be how they manage. Well, if you think about it, that's actually how rolling your own game engine kind of works. Yeah, it's possible to have bad habits in any game engine. Yeah, but the structure is the recommended structure is different for each engine. I suppose, like, you could, like in Godot, you could follow a Unity-like pattern, and it's pretty obvious when people do that, but it looks weird. So what do I want to do here? So if command empty, then let's just choose a direction. So we do rand range. Yeah, we can do rand f. So if rand f is greater than or equal to 0.5, else just move. So yeah, so we'll just move you around, and then we'll set your movement vector, basically. So this is your var movement vector. Yeah, I think, in my opinion, most engines, they're more or less all the same, right? Like, I've worked with Game Maker Studio 2, and also really old Game Maker Studio, or just Game Maker, before they switched over to the Studio moniker. I've worked with Unity for a little bit, multiple times, but I just did not like the way they did the prefab system. Moved to Unreal. It was a bit too heavy for what I needed it for, although the blueprint system was pretty neat. And then went to the Godot, which is more aligned with how I usually do programming, which is heavy object-oriented. I hate Unity, prefer no game engine. Well, you could use a game framework, right? So, you know, I did MonoGame for a little bit, did Love2D for a little bit, libgdx, which is Java, all that good stuff. Yeah, I wish MonoGame didn't, or I guess I wish MonoGame worked better without using the asset pipeline. Asset pipeline, kind of stinky. I thought I liked Unity for the ECS, but in general, object-oriented programming has just been easier. I was learning Python, I use Pygame. Pygame is very weird. Unity doesn't have, unless you're using their new ECS, which I think is opt-in. Unity doesn't come with an ECS, it's just entity components. It's not entity component system, which is a common misconception. So entity component, very common software pattern for a lot of things. Entity component system, not very common at all. So I think Unity, I thought their ECS was still in beta, so you had to opt into it. So just move, and this will be move right. So we'll set the movement vector to movement vector dot x. Yeah, but Pygame isn't horrible. You know, plus sides, it's very easy to use. You know, it goes with the kind of Python methodology just being easy. I don't know. I mean, the unfortunate thing about Pygame is that it's very slow. And there's not really a way around that. You could use a different version of Python. So I'm assuming that when most people are using Python, they're using CPython. But if you use PyPy, which is the just-in-time version of Python, it's a lot faster. Yeah, that's what I figured out. I want my own ECS and JavaScript. I use a few frameworks that use actual ECS, but in general, the patterns are so decoupled, you end up needing to think very broadly. Will they be very powerful? Yeah. Well, the problem with ECS is that you need there's a lot of things you need to write beforehand. Right? You need to write all the systems more or less beforehand, and then and all the components beforehand before you can actually start getting something on screen. Yeah, I've worked with Bevy before, and also a few ECS things in Java with libgdx. Whereas if you just do things object-oriented, it's really fast, right? You just add everything to the one object and then throw it on screen. Whereas ECS, you need to set up the system, components, and then you can do it. So it's another step to remove. But once you have everything working, the idea is that it's really easy to mix and match things after that. Yeah, I mean, ECS and object-oriented, not necessarily too different. You can mix the two. So something that I've been thinking about is in Godot, I can link, you can link in external modules via GD native or just recompiling the engine entirely. So I have a few examples on my GitHub of, I think it's called Bevy Godot Swarm. Is this what yeah. Which uses Bevy's ECS to move objects around and control their positioning. So, and then you just do all the kind of game code that doesn't involve physics or positioning in Godot, and have Rust ECS handle all of the positioning instead. Something like that. Composition of objects in Godot is the fun way to get flexible code for me. Yeah, I like the composition ability of the scene tree in Godot. It's very easy to visualize and understand. Alright, so I think we can just do, since this is a physics object, right? We can just do, alright, let's not try to do this, okay, applied force, linear velocity. Let's just set the linear velocity. We don't want to add, we just want to set it. So we'll do linear velocity. Should probably do self, but whatever. I was reading on Twitter actually that using self in Godot is a bit slower than just doing regular this kind of access, because self it reads in from global scope, so it tries to find the object in global scope and then just drops back in. So it's a very slight inefficiency. This is a micro optimization, but it's still something to consider. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It sounds wrong, but also it is an interpreted language, so I'm not sure. Linear velocity equals movement vector times, I don't know, 10. Speed float, call it 10. I think that used to be an issue a few years ago, but I thought they had fixed that. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I saw it on Twitter, and then no one posted a source, so I was like, I don't That doesn't seem right, but also because it's interpreted, it's possible. Hard to say. Alright, so here's what we do. Move timer timeouts, generate new action, and then we should restart the move timer. So move timer. Start. Hold on. Const move time. Or I guess move new movement delay. Alright, so I'll move timer timeout. We just restart. Easy. We do need to connect all of the timers to the appropriate functions. So timer connect, timeout, self, on say timer, timeout. New timer, connect, timeout, self, on, move, timer, timeout. I just like typing. I could have copy and pasted that, but I've just gotten really good at typing on this kind of weird keyboard. Because it's an ortholinear, so the keys are not slightly offset, they're actually just in straight lines and rows. I want to learn Ruby and make a website with it. I don't think you do. Ruby on Rails. Ruby on Rails isn't really Ruby anymore, in my experience. Like I think there's a lot of demand for Ruby on Rails, but like it's more for maintenance as opposed to like new projects. Like it's fast to get started, but it's not really the hottest language on the block anymore. And then Ruby has its own problems, which is like the syntax is too loose. It's completely untyped. If you want to use static typing, you have to use an external library, a completely external library, which means that like larger projects done in Ruby are just horrible. And then my personal bias is that the syntax is extremely irregular, but that's just me. Anyways. Test. Oh, he's so slow. Why are they so slow? Did I mess something up? Wait a minute. Pixels per second? No, these are using rigid body 2Ds. So, oh, you know what? It's probably because I set the. Oh, I'm just setting this. Yeah, I'm setting the linear velocity directly. I probably shouldn't do that. So the reason I did that was. Why did I do this? Well, you know what? What if we just make this a kinematic body 2D? You know what? No. Let's not take the easy way out. Let's do generate new action. What if we do this instead? Comment this out. We'll do apply so just apply central impulse. What does apply central impulse do? Apply a directional impulse without affecting rotation. Yes. And we'll do vector 2, just 1, something like that. Well, speed. There we go. Alright, one more time. one more time. So wait for everything to connect. There is a built-in terminal. Oh, that's a bit better. They still fall in slow motion. They're not moving though. So did I auto start the timer? Oh, you know what? I forgot to auto start the timer. That's fine. But that's neat. So you have the little guys just on screen. I think the duck is obscuring one of them, but that's fine. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, I need to think of a better way to do, I guess, chat bubbles. Because right now the chat bubble is more or less hard-coded in place. And also, just let me demonstrate that there is like another little guy behind the duck, which is me. They're not moving because the timer was never started. Yeah, I mean, if you want to check out the code is on GitHub. There is an implementation, which I did reference for the Twitch chat stuff in Godot. But as far as I know, I think my implementation is the only one that has channel points integrations. So, pretty neat. Not to brag or anything, but I am going to brag about it. So move timer, start. What is it called? New movement delay. So move timer, one shot, don't auto start. I know if I just use auto start then I don't really need to use this, but that's just my preference. Is to move as many things in the code as possible, but then also have the visual aspects. I don't know. I don't like doing everything in code. Like, the only things I like to do visually are just like positioning things, and that's it. Everything else I'd rather do via code. Okay, so let's try this. So I want them to just kind of slowly wander around. That's the idea. So you just kind of goes around. Maybe he's just too slow. Or is it moving? Did I see it move? It is. I can't tell. I'm looking at it. The chat bubbles, does it repeat? It does repeat. Yes. Or at least it should. Maybe the impulse isn't strong enough. A. Oh, hello. Hello. Glace? I know how to say Gwyneth. Not sure how to say the first part. Test. Do emojis work? Lol. They don't. I'm not really sure how to get Twitch chat emojis into this. I know for other stream overlays, those are more built in like JavaScript usually, right? So then you just run them directly on your like channel, on your watch page. Which is how other stream overlays have the ability to display emotes. Yeah. So I could maybe. I know there is a way. I was looking it up how to do like a Twitch extension, and it's more or less just, you know, HTML and JavaScript. So here's the idea: is create a Godot project that is exported to the web, compile it to WebAssembly, and then just drop it in. Drop it into that little HTML file that you send over to Twitch. All right, let's hydrate. This is like the last of my water. Did you get that? Those nice and wet drinking sounds. I think one of the problems is this. A duck without water. Yes. It's a very thirsty duck. I need to hydrate too. We all need to hydrate more, to be honest. We all need to hydrate more and sit down less. But, you know, I'm not your doctor. You can do what you want. Alright, let's try this one more time. One more time. So, let's type in some garbage. Oh, chat connection did not close cleanly. Oh, did I get booted from chat? What happened? Chat connection did not... you hate to see that. They sent me a... Did I get banned from chat? Oh no. Did they notice that I am connecting and reconnecting too quickly? Twitch chat loaded. I think we're good. That's scary. Oh yeah, it's moving. They're moving really slowly. I can see you. I can see you. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. You're better good to be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Better not pout. I'm telling you why. Rubber duck is coming to town. Oh, that was completely off. Okay. So I think we just need to increase the central impulse more, right? So just set it up to 100 so you just kind of bounce around super quickly. Every 1 second. So just wait for Twitch chat to load. Twitch chat loaded. Hopefully we didn't get booted. Sometimes we just get booted for whatever reason. I have no idea. Test. Yeah, you kind of see this guy in the corner here. Actually, the duck is covering it. He's just bouncing left and right. My bit rate. Alright. Please. But there it is. And then if I just type more commands in. Hello world. Yeah, look at that. And so, I mean, that's pretty good, I think. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Pretty good. And now all we need to do is randomize the image that's loaded. So you should probably never ever see the default image. We should also play the play the what's the thing I'm thinking of? Play an animation when you're moving as well. Yeah. It's animation player. So we have the anim player somewhere. Anim player, animation. Okay. Animation player is equal to animation player. There we go. And so then we can also analyze our linear velocity. So if linear velocity dot length is not 0. Wait. We can do far. Is there a way? Is there just a sig fig function or no? Bell length is equal to linear velocity dot length. So I believe that's a float. So velocity length. You know what? I'm just gonna make that a float. Just so I don't get confused. I know I'll forget what the type is and just think it's a vector too. If this is greater than 0.01 or val length is less than this value. So these are our little fudge values. So I don't think it'll ever truly be 0, which is the problem, which is why we have to do this with the fudge length a little bit. And then if anim player is playing, wait, no. If anim player current animation is equal to what is it called? What did I call it? It's called move, yeah. It's not equal to move, then anim player play move. There we go. Else if anim player current animation is not idle, then anim player play idle. There we go. I'm not a huge fan of magic strings, but there's not really a good way of doing that in GD script right now. But yeah, so now we have animations. You'll also move farther. I wonder if I turn down the friction, if it'll be a bit faster. So if we do a new physics material, we can turn down the friction so you kind of slide, which could be, might be kind of neat. And I think we should also be playing animations now, which will be nice. So Twitch chat loaded, we're good. Send it. he's so slidey. I think the friction's a bit too low. The friction's a bit too low, or the... Yeah, it's mostly just like the friction's too low. Okay. I like that though. But they do have a tendency to get trapped in the corner, I suppose. Because of how the random number generation works. I wonder, what does bounce do? So if I change this value, I don't know what that means. So let's move this up to 0.75 friction, and then 0.25 bounce. Contact monitors, don't really need that. Gravity scale, eh. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then if linear velocity dot x is greater than 0, then we want to do sprites flip h is equal to false, else sprites flip h is true. And so we just do that every time. It's a little inefficient, but who cares? We can optimize that later. What other things did I need to do? There was one other thing I had in mind, besides like having to redo the chat bubble, because the chat bubble is kind of jank. It's a bit too slidey still. Although the bounciness does make it a bit better. So you can kind of see it kind of bounces off the wall. I think it bounced off the wall. It's hard to tell. Please bounce against the wall again. Oh, I wanted to change it so you don't always take a movement action every few seconds. Yeah, that's what I wanted to change it to. All right, so 1. Increase the bounciness to 0.5. Why not? friction, change it to 0.85. That's a good one. And then this one, if random f, so we'll just need to define some ranges, right? So we can do, all right, so if it's less than or equal to 0.3, if, wait, hold on. var random f is equal to rand f. There we go. And then we can just do this comparison instead of just generating a new random number every single time. It doesn't make any sense to do that. So rand f is less than or equal to 0.6. And see, we can do this. We don't need to have a second check because we will always bail out before we hit this. So technically, if this is true, we'll never run this. If this is true though, this is also true. But that doesn't matter since we bail out beforehand anyways. Else pass. Basically do nothing. So you have a 30% chance of moving right, 30% chance of moving left, and 40% chance of just not doing anything at all. Maybe like a jump input might be kind of nice as well. And then we can roll again for jump. So you have like the little chat objects just bouncing around in chat. Might be kind of fun. Oh geez. So I don't know if it's very visible, but the the little sprite is now just freaking out. All right, hold on. I think this one. Yeah, what if we just do linear velocity dot x? I think that's easier, so that we don't have to account for any of that stuff. Channel points to blow everyone up in the air. Ooh, I like that. I like that idea. A jump command. I like that. Match command. I like that. Let's do that. Actually, you know what? Instead of adding a new command right now, I'm just going to repurpose attack. So if you pass in an attack command, we'll do for child in I'm in the wrong thing. Active minions. Actually, no, this is the generate new action. Maybe not. Hold on. Chat minions, chat. Bonk handle. What is the runner? What do I call it here? On command. Handle command. And then what data do I have here? I have the user, reward, and string. User, reward, and string. All three are strings. Did I say user, reward, and string? User, reward, and message? You not user, reward, and string. That's still kind of correct, but doesn't really fit into the pattern of what I was saying. But here we go. So we can do match lowercase reward. So it'll be, we're just gonna be using attack for this one. I'll change it later, I swear. And then proceed not to change it. So we'll do for a child in active minions dot get children. And then we can just do get child. Is it apply central impulse? Is that what it was called? Yeah. Apply central impulse. Something like that. I wonder if it'll just bounce you out of the zone, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So, I can test it since the streamer has infinite channel points. But I think that should be pretty fast. Well, first I need to send a chat. Chat, test. There we go. Gonna have you bounce around. And then I redeem attack. Just wait for it. Maybe it'll work. Sometimes it's pretty slow. Sometimes it's kind of slow. No, doesn't appear to be working, unfortunately. So let's debug it. So handle command. Oh, you know what? I know why it's not working. It's because I didn't do this. Handle command. Oh, actually, just call this command, right? Easy. Why reinvent the wheel? AKA just write new code when I have the old code that more or less still works as expected. So test. So now we have our little user. Checking to see on my stream monitor. It's there. Let's redeem attack. Hopefully it should bounce you up in the air. Oh, you know what? Never mind, hold on. I forgot one more thing. Is that it's not invalid commands. There we go. Actually, you know what? This doesn't even matter. Who cares? I don't need to do a check for that. Just send it, dude. There we go. One more time. I swear I know what I'm doing. Luckily, since GDScript is interpreted, we don't need to wait for me to recompile over and over again. Alright, now send the attack command. Yay! It works. Alright, so it might be nice to just randomly bounce them around as well. So, apply a random impulse. And I wonder if it would also make sense to also set the collision of each minion, like turn on collision when jump is active. That might be kind of nice. So set layer 2 to be active as well, and then turn it off once they hit the ground again. Might be interesting. So random range from -500 to 500. And you know what? Let's just do 1,000. I like doing 1,000. All right, so test. Drop them in. Haha, snow wall? Snow whale? Oh, a narwhal! Oh. I got it. I'm hip, I'm with it. I think it's possible they might fall out of the arena. I should probably add a ceiling, now that I'm thinking about it. That's fun. That's fun. Pog. Just see it kind of scroll across the top. Alright. That's neat. Thank you, thank you. I don't know how annoying that'll get, but that's fine. Alright, don't redeem anything right now. I'm about to turn it off. So Luckily, since this is in a game engine, it's really easy to just add new things. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, just add it there. It's floor 2, aka the ceiling. Is this how you spell ceiling? Yes. Alright, so just wait for it to boot up. Takes a little bit. Test. And then hit him with an attack command. So you'll just bounce straight up unless... and then you'll just hit the ceiling. It's not giving me a random value though. You know what? You know what? Here's an idea. Random range from -1 to 1. Wait. Wait. Times 1,000. Yes. That's how that works. Actually, that's still roughly the same thing, right? I think I want like a random integer range. Hold on. Let's disconnect. Alright, so in my app manager, do I have just an RNG thing? I don't. Alright, so let's do var RNG random number generator is equal to random number generator dot new, and then we can randomize it. RNG dot randomize. Well, let's just do this here. RNG is equal to a new random number generator, chat minions. So instead of using just like the built-in one, we'll be using the random number generator object instead. So RNG random, so random I range from I to I. Yeah. So we kind of force it to bounce, you know, unpredictably, if that makes sense. And also we don't need to randomize RNG, I guess. So chat minions, we don't need to do this anymore. So just pass. It always helps, but who cares, right? So we'll do app manager RNG random F. Alright, so let's see. Da, 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 still doesn't really work. And then once you hit the ceiling, you just lose all velocity. So apply central impulse. So it's a vector 2. Well, I suppose it's possible that I just I got unlucky and rolled a 0. Probably rolled another 0, as is the RNG is wont to do. Don't give me another 0. Is it giving me zeros or is it just not working? Send it. No, it's just bouncing them up. And then you can just redeem it multiple times. So it's only bouncing you up and down. That's weird. The range may be exclusive. I don't... Well, if it was exclusive, we would at least get some negative values. I don't think it's exclusive. Yeah, it's inclusive. Or random I range. pseudo random from -1 to 1, signed integer as well, so we're not running into like unsigned value problems. I don't know. I mean, let's just hard code it and see. So if I just apply 1000 to it, it should still work, right? Or no, it should actually work now. All right. Test. Send it. Oh, yeah, so it doesn't work for whatever reason. Apply central impulse. So... that's weird. That's weird. Is this not how this... Yes, so it just sends you straight up every single time. So it's possible it was working before. So technically this is correct. But something else here is messing with the stuff. Apply central impulse minions. So this works. So if you apply a central impulse, that's fine. Uses the rotation. I wonder if it's just apply impulse, if that's what I want. So the thing can't move. The minion, your chat persona cannot move. Or it can't rotate. So I could just use the regular impulse here. Oh, I don't think it worked. There we go. There we are. Oh, apply impulse. Invalid to call. Expected 2 arg. Wait, what? Wait, apply impulse requires... What's the difference here? So this is apply central impulse. Apply impulse... Oh, the offset. The position uses the rotation of the global, but is... Okay. Add force. Wait. I don't know. Let's just send in a vector 2, I guess. Vector 2, 0. So it's not offset whatsoever. So wait for all our data to load. Twitch chat loaded, pub sub loaded, oh baby. So, no, we're still going up and down. Yeah, we just go straight up and down. That's weird. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is this not correct? Or am I just getting unlucky with the RNG at this point? No? Alright. So it's a roughly 33.33, repeating of course, % chance for it to be 0. So I think that's unlikely at this point. I'm not sure. Is it not apply impulse that we want? So what's the difference between apply impulse and apply force? Apply force. Apply. Okay. Let me me see. Force. We're looking for force. So add force. What's the difference between force and impulse? Let's Google it. Godot, difference between force and impulse. Oh. Applied force is like gravity, impulse is... Oh. Okay, sure. So this is what we want then. Well, actually, apply impulse is what we want. I think this one is more, we want central force, right? This one's actually somewhat wrong. What was it called? Add central, oh, add central force. Maybe that had something to do with it? I don't know, I'm just guessing at this point. I don't usually work with rigid bodies. I usually just work with kinematic bodies and then handle all the code myself. So I thought using rigid bodies would make my life easier, but at this point I'm just very confused. Oh. How does this work? He's very confused, I can tell you that. Yeah, that's incorrect. Or do I need to apply the impulses just separately? That doesn't make any sense. But I'm going to be mad if this works. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh. Go back. You can rewrite it. I know what I wrote. Random I range from -1 to 1 times 1000. So it's possible you'll move a little bit, possible you'll move at all. It's all a mystery. So, test. I'm not really sure if that worked or not. Random I range. Yeah, it's sending you like completely down. I don't know. Yeah. Apply impulse. So apply impulse, right? Apply impulse, offset. Well, we can just change the offset here, right? So maybe that will just work. It could be slightly better as opposed to having to try to figure this out. Right, so instead of working with 2 impulses, we just work with a few, I guess. Well, no. Instead of working with 2 impulses, we work with 1 impulse up and then just an offset. Actually, this is going to be wrong. We want to offset by, I don't know. Let's call it 50. I'm not really sure how big the sprites are. How big are you? You are 32 by 32. Okay, that's good enough. So it's roughly 64 since these are the extents. So test. Did that work? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's no way. Right? Oh no, I think that is it. I think that was it. I was going in the wrong way. I was still running off a 3D logic. Yeah. Okay, that was it. So that's how the logic works in 3D. Is that in 3D, up is actually up. Whereas in 2D, if you want to go up, you need to go in negatives because you start drawing from the top left in 2D. All right, so one more time. Let's see. Test. Okay, there we go. So we just send you. Okay, well, and at this point, it makes more sense to do this. So it's no longer a random I range, it's more of a random F range from 500 to 500. And then also, it might be nice to turn on collision for a little bit. Yeah. So let's see. How do you turn on collision for a collision object just momentarily? So, no, not kinematic body 2D. We want the rigid body 2D. And then collision object. Collision layer. So we can set the collision layer bit. A specified bit. Yeah, so we can turn on bit 1 momentarily. I think that's the play. So this is bit 0. Right? Is that how that works? It's rigid body, collision objects. Collision layer. Okay, no, we can just do set bit and then reset it at some point. So chat minions, I think it might be better to just have the timer here. Well, let's see. Yeah, no. Let's just add a timer. This is more timers than I usually use, but whatever. Collision layer timer. Quantity bar collision layer timer equals collision layer timer. There we go. So we'll connect it. Collision layer timer. Connect, timeout, self on, collision layer timer, timeout. Go. On, collision layer timer, timeout. There we go. And so it's only enabled when we call this function, so like start colliding, right? And what this will do is we'll call set collision layer bits. So that was bit, which bit was this? Bit 1? Yeah, bit 1. True. And then collision layer timer. Start. One shot, of course. Collision. Reset delay. Probably, I don't know. I think 5 seconds is pretty good. 3 seconds is long enough. 3 seconds is long enough. Collision reset delay. So, this is hooked up to this, and is only called, and this timer is only started once we call start colliding. So, this one is set collision layer bits 1 to false. Yeah, so chat minions. We'll do apply impulse, and then child start colliding. There we go. So, if we run it here, wait for Twitch chat to become connected, and then Twitch chat loaded. There we go. We should be fine. Boing. And there we go. So this turns on collision for all the stuff here. And then as well, I mean, that's pretty much it. I'll probably start working on this in my free time, but I am overtime, so thanks for tuning in. I will be live. What day is it? Today is Tuesday, right? No, Thursday. Today is Thursday. Oh, I forgot today is Thursday. It's been such a long week. Yeah. I'll be live definitely on Sunday from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time, working on something different. Hopefully the new stream overlay will be done by then. But thanks for tuning in. I will see you all next time. Be sure to join Discord, peep the socials, give me stars on GitHub, because that's really what I'm here for. And yeah, see you later. Goodbye.